Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
As Hurricane Ian takes aim at Florida tonight, the Category 3 storm knocking out power to all of Cuba, leaving 11 million people in the dark.
And with hurricane expected to strengthen before making landfall in Florida, mandatory evacuations have been ordered along the Gulf Coast. Right now, all of Florida is under a statewide emergency with fears Ian could bring up to 24 inches of rain.
Ian expected to make landfall within 24 hours. Our Kim Adams is live along Florida's Gulf Coast tonight with the very latest update on the storm's path. Kim.
Oh, Karen and Pam, I was just reading the 11 o'clock update. It just came out from the National Hurricane Center, and it is not good news south of Tampa, which is where I am right now. The eye expected to come in somewhere between Sarasota and now possibly as far south as Fort Myer. I'll show you the track in just a moment. Right here in Tampa, I mean, the streets are completely quiet. There's a little bit of rain right now. It's starting to pick up in intensity. The winds are picking up. We expect tropical storm force winds to arrive here in the Tampa Bay area overnight tonight. But right now, all eyes are to our south. In Sarasota, Sanibel, you're going to be hearing a lot about Sanibel, likely to be completely underwater within the next 12 to 24 hours. Here's a look at Hurricane Ian. It is a massive hurricane, a Category 3 storm, predicted to be a Category 4 when it comes in sometime tomorrow afternoon. And when it does, it's going to pack quite a punch. Right now, 120-mile-per-hour winds as it continues to move toward the west coast of Florida. It will arrive sometime tomorrow. The track on a couple of the models that we just got in speeds it up and puts it in closer to around noon, 1 o'clock tomorrow. But we will continue to monitor this, and it keeps it hurricane strength all the way through central Florida, which means Orlando will also be affected as well. As I said, the winds are picking up here, but we are likely to see tropical storm force winds over the next several hours. As we go through time, you can see the brunt of the storm hitting the western part of Florida by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Now, just last night, this tells you how quickly hurricanes can change, because last night it was Tampa Bay that was really under fire. They have mandatory evacuations along the barrier islands. We went out to St. Pete Beach, and a lot of people say they don't care. They're staying put.
I think there's only 2 other cars here.
St. Louis native Tim Wilson has only lived in the Tampa Bay area for 2 years. And even though his first floor condo is just steps from the Gulf of Mexico, he's chosen to ignore the mandatory evacuation.
I was here for the last one and I stayed, and it kind of missed us, so I just figured ride it out.
While others have spent hours boarding up windows preparing for the storm, Tim made a quick trip to the grocery store for a few extra bottles of water. And what about that potential 5 to 8 foot storm surge?
I went to the store this morning and got a flashlight.
You are quite the Boy Scout.
And I packed up my kayak.
And that's it?
Yes, ma'am.
While most residents did decide to pack up and flee the barrier islands, leaving the streets of St. Pete Beach eerily quiet, a few lifelong locals agree with Tim. They're not going anywhere.
Sandbagged my house, stopped and had a drink, grabbing the dogs later, and hunkering down for the next 48 hours.
I'm just getting in new model data right now that I'm going to go over here, and I'll have more in the main forecast. But even if Tampa Bay does not take a direct hit from Hurricane Ian, heavy rain, storm surge, there's definitely going to be a lot of damage here. We will also talk more about where we are headed tomorrow for the hurricane. Back to you.
All right, Kim, we'll check back with you in just a little bit. We appreciate it. Here at home, Wayne County commissioners, alarmed over the lack of staffing at the juvenile detention facility, say changes really need to be made, and they need to be made right now.
Our Mara McDonald is live downtown, and Mara, commissioners learning today just how desperate this situation has really become.
Well, Pam, the issue here is multifaceted. On one hand, you have too many teenagers who have court-ordered secure residential treatment and not enough beds. Okay, so they're housed here waiting for a bed to become available. And this place doesn't have enough staff, and it's having a really hard time hiring.
These kids come in there with a problem, but they go out with a worse problem.
Wayne County Commissioner Irma Clark-Coleman summing up the worries with the county juvenile detention facility. After the Free Press was the first to report, the state is allowing the facility to operate under a temporary disaster plan because of serious staffing problems. The chief judge of the Wayne County Circuit Court told commissioners the juveniles in here are waiting extended periods of time for placement, and here's why.
It's shocking, in my view, to know that there are only 150 some odd beds in the entire state that are secure beds for juveniles that judges have determined just can't be at home and just can't be on probation. They need to be in a residential environment.
The detention facility is not meant to operate as a secure therapeutic environment, but lack of staffing is making it a misery. Wayne County Executive Warren Evans says the county is aware of the staffing problem and in part says, quote, despite these shortages, Wayne County is diligently working to find solutions that will address detention concerns presented by parents, juveniles, and the public. Back here live, so what do some of those solutions look like? Well, utilizing some other facilities for a start, as well as trying to implement some mentoring programs, or at least a pilot program. We are live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Well, the family of Chase Young pleading for justice tonight. The 6-year-old boy was hit and killed while riding his bicycle last month in Redford Township. Now, the driver responsible never stopped to even check on him. Victor Williams joins us live this evening. And Victor, more than 6 weeks later, and that family still has no answers.
Yeah, Karen, this family is really hurting, and the longer they go without justice, the harder it becomes to simply live.
No answers, no words.
48 long days have come and gone since the tragic hit and run of 6-year-old Chase Young back on August 10th. He died about a week later in the hospital from his injuries, but you can clearly see the hurt his family is still going through on the face of his Aunt Lori.
He touched so many people, including myself. He loved going to the park, riding his bike.
Sadly, Chase was riding that bike around the corner from his house when he was struck by a blue Chevy Impala near Vassar and Brady. The two people inside got out running away from the scene. Family members have to pass by that intersection every single day.
I think that's harder too. It's very emotional. A number of memories.
With no new leads heading towards an arrest, the devastation has seriously taken a toll on Chase's mother, who was way too broken to go on camera.
My sister, she's strong, but she breaks down. It's everyday process.
Lori just wants the people responsible for hitting Chase to have a change of heart and make things right, so the Young family can at least have closure.
Just turn yourself in. Please give us justice for Chase, please. If you know who he is, somebody speak up, say something. Please just turn yourself in.
And once again, the description of that vehicle is a 2012 blue-colored Chevy Impala. Those with any type of information on who might have been behind the wheel are asked to contact the Redford Police Department as soon as possible. But those who are hoping to help the family out during this rough and unfortunate time can also head over to clickondetroit.com. Victor Williams, Local 4.
We are so hoping for some closure for this family. We appreciate it. Thank you, Victor. Well, tonight, the son of Jim Matthews continues to make progress after being hit in the head with a hammer during an attack on his family last week.
Jim Matthews was killed in the attack that left his children and girlfriend injured. Family says his son underwent successful surgery on his head. He's off the ventilator and was removed from a cervical collar. The boy's mom remains hospitalized in stable condition. The couple's 5-year-old daughter has since been released. A GoFundMe account so far has raised more than $16,000. Two people are in custody tonight after an undercover Michigan State trooper is shot in Detroit.
It happened about 1:30 this morning near an apartment complex on Riverview Street. Police say the officer was working undercover, tracking someone suspected of dealing narcotics. And that's when the target of that investigation fired at the trooper from an apartment building. The area was locked down. Later, MSP tracked a car to the Romulus area and then took two people into custody. At last check, the trooper is in stable condition tonight.
The Detroit City Council once again postponed a vote on a controversial expansion of ShotSpotter, the technology that detects gunfire and alerts police. Critics say it's been ineffective in other cities and puts innocent people at risk. Supporters, including Police Chief James White, says it's a tool to stop senseless gun violence.
I apologize if my animation offends some, but I've been up since 1 o'clock once again a.m. on a shooting scene where I've got a police officer fighting for his life and an inexplicable violent act in this community. And I need this council to stand with me to pound the table for what's right.
The city of Detroit is split. We have just as many for as against. And so I think we have to take all of the concerns into consideration.
The vote was postponed by a week.